Okay, so if I do this, he'll have some energy to come back, right? Yes, according to my calcs, this review shall create enough a connection with our universe that it will allow him to come back. You better be right about this. Trust me, if this goes well, he should be back by next week. Guess I'll look at SMG4.
Hello, people of the internet. Welcome back to Darius Reviews, where
I take a look at things whether I like it or not.
SMG4 is an interesting can of worms. Whether you like them,
Or if you don't like them, it still has some quality to it.
especially in their annual tradition, War
War
of
of
the
the
Fat
Fat
Italians.
Every year, the SMG4 team prepares a special fan-based event, usually involving a rivalry between Mario and SMG4. And today,
I'll be
I'll be
taking a
looking at
look
the
at the
WOTFI for
WOTFI for
2023.
2023.
Our little journey begins with SMG3 and SMG4 preparing a heist for Marty's casino to gain back SMG3's sus notebook, which you could buy for $20 plus tax. Man, people usually make those jokes about Hasbro. Now, the thing that makes this different from other WOTFI fees is that instead of challenges made by the fans with random results, there are pre-existing challenges, but the fans got two choices. Is that if they got the most votes, that choice would be the one that the two would do. And may I mention, each choice determines the ending of the WOTFI, but I'll talk about that once I get into the end of this review. Back to the plot, the first challenge was dealt, being infiltrating the casino, and the fans chose to scare Mario. But it doesn't work at first. Mario thinking that SMG4 is the blue M&M before his mask comes off, and he thinks that SMG4 looks like a scary clown. Still win though, boosting their Riz up by 1. Next they have to shut down the security system. Mario prepping to be the next Five Nights at Freddy's protagonist, and the fans chose for SMG4 to hack into it. But he hacked into the wrong thing and gets the first penalty. But after a jump scare out of Five Nights at Fruit, the cameras get eradicated, leading to the two getting paywalled by Bob, saying the two have to gain a lot of money, though with a lack of blackjack and hookers. The fans chose to have G3 rig the game with the result of a ball shooting fishy boopkins. Can I even make a joke here? Oh, and they get a boost to their Riz. After getting all that money, the two further winnings at Bob and head to the VIP section, where Rob and Steve are playing Bet Go Fish. Before SMG3 and 4 planned on guessing the card in Steve's hand, 4 screws up and the guards report the SMGs tomorrow. Swag and Chris take 3 and 4 into the elevator, and the two try to get out of the sitch with the fans' choice of using tear gas, which works, but it also works on them, giving them another penalty, which puts them in the red. Immediately after we find out Chris and Swag are immune to tear gas, somehow, they start falling straight down in the elevator before the fans chose to backwards long jump out of the elevator, which obviously leads to another penalty. Only the fastest of speedrunners could pull off that move. After that, the two wake up in a secret lab with Mario holding the two hostage. Then he hijacks the mission to torture SMG3 by the fan suggestion of showing cringe memes, which gives Mario a Riz boost, but unfortunately gives the two a penalty, with their Riz all the way in the red. After SMG4 using the power of cringe and the fan suggested egg dog on Mario, which evolves into an egg tank, the two are now stuck in the Marty gift shop. But they decide to buy some Marty merchandise so Mario can't touch them. But they end up getting offered the Marty Bugatti, which they just hijack the car, giving them a boost in Riz as a freebie. After that, Shroomy makes the free participate in Marty's, I'm not saying that full title, game show, but the question happens to be in a specific moment in the SMG4 episode, Snow Trapped, which happens to be a reason why they're here. So the fans suggest to look it up, and the two scream in agony. which turns out to be the right answer, giving them a boost in Riz once again. After cutting Mario's head off with the hat and yahooing into the fence, the two find Mario acting creepier than usual, and at some point he turns into a mascot horror character. The two, with the fan suggesting they go left, Depresso ends up distracting Mario enough for the two to gain another boost to their Riz, and another after calling Mario stinky and beating him down. Now, they get to the vault room, but the two notice that the room is covered in lasers. SMG Free throws Mario on the lasers, which triple locks the vault, but using the fancy choice of a heavy weapon, literal heavy, which works somehow. They're able to enter the vault and find the notebook, but Mario comes in a mech, so the two have to use the fan choice of the power of memes. But their fusion just summons a Club Penguin, which gave Mario the nostalgia tingles enough for SMG Free to stick dynamite in the axe of the mech before the rap. Now, I actually want to talk about this rap more in its own video ranking every WOTFI rap battle, but just know it's a good rap, and thanks to the Riz watch being in the green, the two do the forklift special and defeat Marty and Morrow. The SMG Frees afterward tell the audience that for getting the happy ending, SMG Free will now be making his own coffee shop on the grounds of the castle. And it ends with a picture of the two holding coffees and foreshadowing for the future of SMG4. And that was WOTFI 2023. And it may have been the weirdest of the WOTFIs, but it's definitely the best so far. The change in format made the story a little bit more interesting, and the fact that they kept it based around the fans' participation while still being able to make this cohesive is great in my book. If you're a fan of SMG4 or just getting into the channel, definitely check this spicy video out. Man, that was cringe. I'm Darius.
I'm Darkius even Shadowmore, and
I review
he
it,
usually does the
whether
reviews,
I like it or not.
whether he likes it or not.